After Mendeleev table, over the time, there was many attempts to discover and classify the elements. And of course, according to their properties and according to a new number instead of the atomic weight. So scientists like Rutherford that discovered that the atom consists of nucleus, and the nucleus contains positively charged protons. So Rutherford changed the method of the arrangement not according to the atomic weight but according to the positive charge of proton. After that, Moseley appeared to classify the elements and make it table. Moseley arranged the element in his table in ascending order also according to a new number named by atomic number. And this atomic number is related to the positive charge of proton that the Rutherford discovered. And also Moseley has important role to add the zero group, which includes the inert gases or noble gases in his table. And from the advantage of the Moseley periodic table, that he put a place below the table for the lanthanoid and actinoid elements. This is a place for a special kind or a special group of elements named by lanthanoid and actinoid elements. So far we know that Rutherford that discovered a nucleus containing positive protons, and Moseley that arranged the element according to the number that with positive protons named by the atomic number, and add the zero group noble gases and put a place for lanthanoid and actinoid element. And poor scientist is one of the scientists that listed in the attempts of classifying of elements. Poor discovered that the main energy levels of the atom and their numbers reached to 7 levels in the heaviest atom till now. So Poor discovered the energy levels that rotate around the nucleus inside the atoms, and he said that the energy levels could be reached 7 energy levels in the heaviest atom. And after that, or after this time, the scientists discovered that there is main energy levels containing sub-energy levels. So the periodic table, or the modern periodic table, that the newest table till now, has been arranged in increasing or ascending order in the atomic number, or depending on the atomic number. This arrangement of these elements is the matrix form. There is 118 elements till now that discovered in total springed out on the table. So let's learn about these details in this table. Arrangement of the elements inside the modern periodic table depend on 2 kind of ways: the atomic number, or the arrangement according to the atomic number in ascending order, and the way of filling the sub-energy level with the electrons. This is the modern periodic table. Okay, to describe the modern periodic table, we have to know that the description of the modern periodic table consists of 7 horizontal periods and 18 vertical groups. One more time, the details or the description of the modern periodic table consists of 7 horizontal periods and 18 vertical groups. We start with the left hand of the modern periodic table. On the left hand of the modern periodic table, we have to say that we have S block elements. So we have two groups in the left hand named by S block elements. And on the right hand, we have 6 groups named by B block elements. In the right hand, we have P block elements groups. And in between the S and P, we have D block elements with 10 groups. Say with me, we have 2 groups in the left hand named by S block elements. In the right hand, we have P block elements with 6 groups. In between the S and P, we have 10 groups named by D block elements. And of course, below the element, we have F block elements as lanthanide and actinide. This is like the simulation of the modern periodic table. If we arrange the groups inside the modern periodic table, we have 1 and 2 for the 2 groups in the first left side. And we have the D group started from the 3rd group to 12 group. Then we complete with 13 for the P block to 18 for the 0 group. And finally, we have F block below the table. The groups is considered the vertical columns inside the table. So this is considered as a group, and this is another group, and this is another group. So when we count, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and finally 18. So we have 18 groups inside the modern periodic table. What about the periods? The periods is considered as the row inside this table. We have hydrogen in the beginning of the first row and end with the helium. The second row start with lithium, Li, and end with Ne, neon. And this is the third period. This is the fourth period, and we have number 5, 6, and 7. So we have how many periods the modern periodic table have? We have 7 periods inside the modern periodic table. So how many groups inside the modern periodic table and how many periods inside the modern periodic table? We have 18 groups and 7 periods. We have 7 periods and 18 groups inside the modern periodic table.